Ago, coba gini.
Ago. It's a mechanism. You must it's an eye by the second welcome. It's up to no college or name. Tell a shoe, telling me. Tell a beer, tell a mama. Tell a way to work. Tell a nothing I've ever for my future. I tell a money me home to the Papa no forward people. Or tell a nigga they won't fail, which a fanny of your life. You people, Yamona. I boy, tell a fanny when you are good. Then the money more could be the nigga. In a boy, you never flat. I'm not James, I'm not your mamma, and I'm back in the Como, I'm making it. I'm just going to make a fair job. If it's a papa, if you don't need care, make a fair one, you can't come on if you're a man. Only bathroom suit of months, and I say, don't find this, it won't be one. Won't be John McKenney. No come a film of a soon. I can more fair, he look a light, you would know what was pet. Or so when I feel could be. You know, I'm with you, one more committee. You can't take when they feel committee. I see now. He said, I'm not sure if anyone. But boy, they bound, none of my name. Okay, well, I feel. I don't know, I mean, you know, you put them out there. I'm a test, I'm a tell, I'm a tell from you. Simon, come and be the perfect one for no half in. Chef, while I am, so I don't know my name.
The king, his elders, his Jasifoi and all that are pleased to welcome our visitors. And he says, good morning to all of you. And he says, you are most welcome to this place, the palace of His Royal Majesty. You requested to come and pay your respects, your respect to the king, and the king agreed. And so that's why today he's sitting in state with his chiefs and the other elders to welcome you. So we are grateful that you are here this morning. Thank you for coming. Let the Lord bless us this gathering. So we are going to ask you to tell us who you are, so that you will also tell us who you are.
We are a team from Unesco. Unesco is one of the specialized human agencies responsible for
Singapore, please, may I know your name? Because I'll address to you directly. Carl Ampa. Okay. Abiasman, Manchaman, Ulame. We watch if you make baby name. Kalampa, please, Abiasman, Niga. Want to say a very big thank you for this August visit. At this venture, you want to know your mission, why you wanted to meet him and his kinsmen. So all is in your hands.
Thank you, Ochami. And let the king hear that, as we did indicate, we are here to pay our respects. As the agency that works in the area of culture, it's important, and being based, the country office being in Accra, it's just a right that we need to come and pay our respects to the one who is more or less in charge of this area as the Mantshe. Aside of that, we've invited him to functions that he has come in person, and it's a good way to come and say thank you also. And an opportunity to have some discussions with him going forward, how UNESCO and the Ga Kingdom can work together to ensure that the citizens benefit from all the support UNESCO gives to Ghana and to the Ga state. Okay, so what I was saying is that we are aware that some protocols need to be observed, and especially as you come before the king and his elders. So we brought the regular drinks and an envelope to present to him before we start. So if that is the right way, then you can let him know, and then we can proceed. So at this stage, what I'll do is that I'll hand over to our head of office and UNESCO representative, who would share some ideas with the king through you. And then I believe that he can also respond. And then we see how we move from that point. So I'll hand over to Mr. Diallo.
Your Majesty, all my respect. It's an honor, a privilege for UNESCO that I represent here in Ghana to come here and greet you in your premises. So first of all, on behalf of all UNESCO, and particularly on behalf of the Director General of UNESCO, our boss in Paris headquarters, who has just been elected actually for a 4 years mandate, I wish to congratulate you once again for having been sworn as the Ga Mantshe and the head, the leader of Accra region. So congratulations on behalf of all UNESCO. I wish to thank you, Your Majesty, and all your courts for the time, for welcoming us here. Thank you very much. Thank you on behalf of all my delegation and all UNESCO. It's a privilege. We are very happy. It's historical for us being here and being hosted by you here. Yes, Your Majesty, thank you. Thank you for all your support. You've been supporting UNESCO for years and always being present when we call you and when we invite you in different occasions. The last one was in October 2019. You attended personally the workshop on the governance on diversity of culture. The diversity of culture, which was organized in October 2019. You attended and we are very, very happy. Thank you for this. And you have always demonstrated and show your availability to support UNESCO in its activities in education, in science, in culture, and communication and information. Your Majesty, we know how important and we know the role you are having, how you are leading such a big area. Everything is in your hand, and we as partner, come here and bring and support the government, the local administration, without your clearance, without your guidance, without your support. So it's natural that we come here and see you and discuss any possibilities, avenues to cooperate with UNESCO and, of course, with the broader United Nations. Of course, the thematic of culture is key, is important. Everything is culture. We come from culture, we live with culture, we are fed with culture, and you are the guardian. You are the guardian, the keeper of our tradition. Thank you. Thank you for this. Thank you for guarding, for preserving our history and transmitting it to the Ghanaian and the rest of the world. So thank you for this. And for this, Your Majesty, we are seeking your support to continue this journey, to support the country in the different areas of culture, to preserve this culture, be it tangible, it is the cultural sites that we have, or intangible. These are the traditions, the rites, the music that UNESCO help actually country to promote, to preserve. And Your Majesty, you are aware that your city hosts to the fort and castle, which are part of, which is one of the World Heritage, UNESCO World Heritage sites. James Fort, Usher Fort, Christiansborg are part of the 28 forts that are all along the shores and that are listed under the prestigious World Heritage Site. And Your Majesty, you know that these are the witnesses, the testimony of what happened, of the history. So we need to preserve it for the next generation, the current generation, to know what happened and to show the evidence of this history and to build better for the future. Your Majesty, the fort and castle are one of the World Heritage Sites. In Ghana, we have another one, which are the Ashanti traditional buildings that are in close to Kumasi. Your Majesty, the culture, you know, this is a sector which can promote and help the economies. It's a sector which creates a lot of jobs. So we really need your support, Your Majesty, also to see how we can help develop this sector to ensure that the youth get jobs and create income in the area of the creative sectors. We may see with you how we can support the communities in Accra, in Jamestown, how we can help them to develop with different initiatives and so that they can create they have different projects and they can contribute to the development of the city. We have wanted also to inform you, Your Majesty, that in January, on 24th of January, will be celebrated the World African and Afro-Descendant Cultural Day. This is a new UN United Nations Day, which will be celebrated for the third edition, and Ghana will host, and Accra will host the main celebration. So of course, and we cannot celebrate it without informing you first about it and seek your clearance, your guidance also for it. It will be a big celebration to celebrate the culture of Africa and Afro-descendant on that day. Your Majesty, I wanted also to inform you of that Ghana and Accra itself was nominated the World Book Capital for 2023. World Book Capital. That's mean Accra in 2023 will be the heart of the world for books and literature issues. So it's a major achievement. Of course, this is the Accra municipality which organized it, but of course, your kingdom is and should be at the heart of this celebration. So, Your Honor, Your Majesty, these are some of the information I wanted to share with you. But of course, there are other avenues for which, in the area of culture, but also in the area of education, sciences, for which we can cooperate with your kingdom and your court to see how we can develop it.
Well, I'm sorry. This is the technology. I hope that you hear me. It's for okay. So, Your Honorable Majesty, on this note, I think I said everything. Yes, I check with my colleagues if I said everything. But really, thank you again. Thank you really warmly for this invitation to host us here, for the time you are granting for us. We are honored. All my team is honored, and will transmit the message to our leader in Paris to tell about this meeting. It's very, very important. We are all the more happy that, this year, Your Majesty, the head of states, African Union head of states, actually devoted 2021 for arts, culture, and heritage. All along the year, actually, there were initiatives, and each member state, African member states, were invited to promote culture through different areas, from the languages issue, music issue, creative sectors, intangible aspects. So it is really an honor for us to, I would say, to close and climax this year with this meeting with you. So thank you very much again, and we are looking forward to a fruitful partnership with you here for Accra and of course for Ghana and for the rest of the continent. So thank you very much. Thank you for hosting us here. Thank you for your time.
Abo coba kali mai. Plasma. Macam ni. Belum. Satu macam ni kerja seku beri beri. Bani Unesco, the president, woci Amerika ni. Unesco. Mr. Carr, this is Dencha Niga Abiasuma. I want to say a very big thank you to UNESCO president and all members. So, the king.
Thank you, Ochami. We have some literature, some books here that we would like to present to the king. There is this one that I'm sure he'll be very interested in. The captured in this document, and therefore, I'm sure he'll be interested in activities that are being implemented.
This talks about the forts and castles that Mr. DIALLO mentioned, about 28 of them.
In Ghana, and they are right from Kita all the way to Axim, and
Quite a number of them in Accra, and that can also be found here. And then, last but not the least,
is the document of the Ashanti traditional buildings. For you,
also know what is happening in other parts of Ghana. So,
okay. So we would like to present this set to His Majesty. Okay.
Thank you very much. Wanga, manchame, ulomai. Asafa chame ka Josephine na mkwebi. Boni Unesco ame president ka kwanshibi ame yigba ame kene. Mr. Ka. Please, at this juncture, the king of the Gun State, Abasuma, would like to say something attached to what Mr. President of Unesco have once said. Biasuma. Biasuma. Boni. Nu. Uge kete ya fa de ko robot ako. Fogbe ami. Ago chameka ni me.
Chwa manya blau. Ewa kwe kume. Chwa manya blau.
Hello. Is it already afternoon or is morning? So, good morning, executives of UNESCO. Good morning, our chiefs of the Ghana traditional area. Nime kename mimbanya de umanye mi hanye manye. Today is a good day, and all of you this day, I take this opportunity to wish you a happy Farmers' Day. We applaud our hardworking farmers. Without them, I don't think that there is any way we can have a meal on our table. We pray that we all come together as a country, excluding politics, to drive a path for our farmers. because the farming industry or the agricultural industry needs our input. Coming back to today, I'm very grateful for the honor serving us and being here to be with us. I'm grateful to the chiefs for leaving their holiday to meet UNESCO. UNESCO, you can see how important you are to the Ghana state. Put your hands together. The Ghana state has evolved, and it needs you as partners. Very soon we'll be launching the Gamanche Foundation. And from all the 7 divisions and all the chiefs from Usu to Tema, we'll be showcasing culture, our heritage, and everything that we are in the launch of this foundation. The base of this foundation is to bring together all synergies to help the Ghana state rise again. And its focus is the Ghana girl child. The Ghana Manche ICT and Skill Development Project, the Ghana Dangbe Educational Fund, and then what we have on the environment and sanitation. We cannot progress from where we are until we realize that the girl child education is prime. Because when you educate a girl child, you educate a whole nation. We are praying that you partner us to equal the number of girl children in enrollment of boy children in our communities. In their retention, in their transition, in their completion, and in their achievement. That there will be training schools for these girl children when they drop out of school in the transition. That we can build vocation, that we can build skill, and advance their value. We also have the subject of teenage pregnancy, which is prevalent in our communities. We want you to partner us to curb it, and even when it happens, that we can manage and control it so that the child can continue schooling and have an education. There's also a prevalence of the HIV and the fetal alcohol syndrome, which we have prevalent in most of our communities. We're asking UNESCO that the Ghana girl child is an endangered species. Its livelihood would pass and go extinct if you and I did not partner to do something about our predicament or her predicament. That is why we are asking you to come on board to help us drive this cause and make the Ghana state what it has to be. We cannot move from here until we have educated our children, we have educated our youth, and found skill and development for their way forward. UNESCO, come on board and let's partner. Tano Manyaba.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
I think that today, to firm up our partnership with you, as chiefs of the Ghana state and custodian of our culture and heritage, the Nai Woloma will put our heads up around your necks so that you know that today you have associated with proud Ghanas. Every black man is an African. And for me, today, you have become Gans. Trano Manyaba.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Abasuma. So, Mr. Carl. Yeah, so please, what Niga, Manchame, Ulome, what he said that you come one after the other, so the Nai Ulomo we'll put the expo around your neck one after the other. So starting from the Mr. President. Come. So you come first. So you go before him. Before him. Yeah. Thank you. Next person. Next. Next. Next.
So, to end and wrap up on everything, this is a very special day. With what you have on now, we ask you, as custodians of our culture and heritage, that you wear it proudly. Don't throw it away. Keep it. Because it signifies that you have been with Gans, through Gans. Chano Manyaba.
Mr. Carl, this president will call upon.
On behalf of NIGA and all the chiefs and then the priests, the elders, the kingmakers, and every single soul present here, we thank you so much for the precious times that you've been able to apportion aside all your busy schedules to meet with us here. It is an honor to have UNESCO here with us. That even signifies that it has no limitations in respect of culture or any community or any inhabitants. Previously, we've met once at the Usher Fort, and I quite remember we made few statements. And indeed, I'm seeing a follow-up to this. This even reflects the best union of both the GANs and then the entire body of UNESCO to enhance the upliftment of culture and heritage sites here in Accra. We can't finish thanking you for today, but we are thanking you in advance for other things you may do as we anticipate for your contributions to the development of the Gan state and then the Gan girl child. We thank you. we ask you to go everywhere you feel here in Accra, so long as you've now become a true Gan with the hyssop around your neck. The blessings from it just signifies flourishment and then health. Because in plants, we get herbs that becomes medicine. And then in the color green, talks about wealth and flourishment. So all these things have been done on you today by His Royal Majesty King Tackie Teiko Tsuru II, the King of the Ghana State. Bless you and bless us all. Thank you so much.
Ago Chamagalme.
Chwa manya blao. Jewo gbeko me. Chwa manya blao. Niga ke ni me fen radon. Wonye me UNESCO bi fen radon. Na me ama che twehwe. Chokwa ka twamko, tekwa ka twamko. Ni wa ko ka wo cha ma meba. Ameka men wo cha me na. Sia me che na meba. Ni no wo wie wo ba wo lobo.
Ago Chamagalme.
Chwa manya blao. Chema kemi ni sho.
Ochami, would like you to convey to the King our sincere thanks from our head of office, as well as the head of our organization, for making us honorary citizens of the Ghana state. I believe our head of office will convey this message to the Director General herself, and which really shows the close partnership that we'll be having from this point forward. I also just want to make just a point of information. My colleague, our colleague Magda, is from Sweden, and that's the kind of partnership that we have. Sweden has seconded her to Ghana, more or less, to support in the area of culture. So as a global citizen, she's also here to support the office as we work in the area of culture. Thank you very much.